8 typical signs that your liver is fatty. If left untreated, fatty liver disease can lead to liver swelling and becoming inflamed, which can cause other issues such as the development of belly fat, high blood pressure, diabetes, kidney disease, or an enlarged gallbladder. Eventually, the liver can become so damaged that scar tissue called fibrosis forms inside it, preventing the liver cells from cleaning your blood and causing toxins to build up inside the tissues throughout your body. Unfortunately, over 25% of adults worldwide suffer from fatty liver disease due to consuming the incorrect foods. Consuming excessive amounts of omega-6 vegetable oils, such as margarine, cottonseed, corn, soy, or canola oil, is one of the primary causes. Because these result in inflammation within the liver cells, impeding the proper breakdown of lipids. Eating too many sugary meals can also result in a fatty liver because they are turned into free fatty acids, which can block the liver. Alcohol use can also produce a fatty liver because it activates certain genes that signal your liver to retain fat rather than burn it. Another issue is that high fructose corn syrup, which is regrettably added to more than 80% of packaged meals, particularly soda beverages, is quickly transformed into fat in the liver. Sauces and fast food to enhance their flavor, and in less common instances, using specific medications, drugs, and even viruses could harm the liver and cause fat to build up. Fatty liver disease is typically not visible on a liver enzyme blood test and can remain undiagnosed for years until the liver is severely damaged. In this video, I'll go over the top 8 indicators of fatty liver disease that you should be aware of. As a reminder, this is simply meant to be educational. If you have any worries about your health, please consult your doctor. Number 1 sign. The most important symptom of a fatty liver is right shoulder pain. If you experience pain or tightness in your right shoulder, neck, jaw, or under your shoulder blade, this may be the result of a fatty liver. Your liver produces bile, a liquid that aids in the breakdown and digestion of fats in foods such as meat or olive oil. However, when your liver is overloaded with fat, the bile thickens and becomes trapped in tiny tubes, which causes the liver to swell and become inflamed. This puts pressure on the phrenic nerve, which runs up your right side, leading to referred liver disease. Soreness in the neck or upper right back muscles. Number 2 sign. The second most prevalent sign is belly fat. If you have a big pot-shaped belly or a lot of fat around your midsection, you probably have a fatty liver. Visceral fat is the most dangerous type because it is trapped around your internal organs, impairing their normal function and raising blood pressure, which can result in heart attacks. Fat begins to accumulate inside the liver and then spreads and turns into subcutaneous fat around your stomach. In passing, it's crucial that I bring up that visceral fat surrounding your organs is a sign of a fatty liver, but you don't have to have a potbelly to have one. Number 3 sign. The third sign is called costochondritis, or rib pain if you have pain in the right side of the rib cage. This condition may also be brought on by bile sludge, which is concentrated cholesterol that accumulates inside your liver or gallbladder, and often forms when your liver is fatty or your gallbladder is irritated and the bile has become too thick. This can irritate the rib cartilage and can be very painful, especially if you spend all day at a desk. The condition known as costochondritis, or rib pain, is brought on by the rib cartilage becoming inflamed. Number 4 sign. Spider veins because the liver cannot filter out excess hormones, which causes them to become out of balance. Patients with liver impairment also have greater amounts of estrogen. Higher estrogen weakens veins in the body and can result in the appearance of small spider veins on the skin. These typically have a red dot in the center with reddish extensions extending outward. If this information is useful to you, please hit the like button, subscribe, and enable all notifications to receive updates on my most recent health and nutrition advice. Number 5 sign. Man boobs or the higher levels of estrogen that I mentioned before can accumulate in men with fatty livers and lead to the development of female breast tissue. This typically begins as a lump of fatty tissue just beneath the nipple, which becomes uncomfortable and tender to the touch. Number 6 sign is a swollen right foot. If you notice that your right foot and ankle are more swollen than your left, this can be a very common sign that you have liver damage. You may notice an indentation when you press your finger into the swollen area of your foot because it is filled with fluid. This condition is known as pitting edema. This edema is brought on by your liver's inadequate blood flow. Number 7 sign. Itchy hands and feet. As I explained in the video, fatty livers can become clogged and backed up with bile. This bile liquid can start to leak out and accumulate beneath the skin, which leads to the buildup of histamines in the blood. This reaction causes itching on the palms and soles of the hands. The 8th sign is low thyroid. Let me tell you that liver damage is frequently the cause of a slow thyroid or hypothyroidism. The hormone your thyroid produces is called T4. 80% of this is subsequently activated and transformed by your liver into the active form T3. However, if you have cirrhosis or a fatty liver, this conversion may be blocked, which can result in slow thyroid and metabolic issues. And finally, a final bonus sign is persistent fatigue or lethargy. Although fatigue can have many different causes, one of the most common and major ones is a fatty liver. This occurs when the liver has too much fat and not enough bile is being released, which makes it difficult for the body to absorb enough fat-soluble nutrients from food, such as vitamins A, E, K, and K, as well as carotenoids, which are found in plants. This lowers the amount of antioxidants in the body, which makes you feel weaker, exhausted, and sluggish all the time. Therefore, it is highly advised that you visit your doctor if you experience any of these symptoms and request an ultrasound. This is a fairly straightforward test that is performed on pregnant women to image the liver and its network of blood vessels in order to determine whether fatty deposits have accumulated inside the organ. Fortunately, the liver is one of the few organs in the body that can regenerate and heal entirely. Remedies for fatty liver disease. Let's now examine 6 lifestyle adjustments you can make to help your liver shed all of this extra fat and promote natural healing. Eliminate inflammatory vegetable oils that can harm your liver, such as processed olive oils, margarine, soy oil, corn, cottonseed, and canola. Since these inexpensive oils are frequently used to prepare packaged and fast food, you should start preparing your own nutritious meals at home with healthy substitutes like cold-pressed avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, and organic raw coconut oil. Nutrient-dense, these healthy fats include vitamin E, which aids in the breakdown of liver scar tissue. 2. Begin taking a high-quality digestive enzyme supplement on an empty stomach 1 hour before each meal. Make sure the brand you select has betaine hydrochloride and purified biopancreatin listed in the ingredients list. These enzymes help your liver dissolve extra fat and cleanse itself by thinning out its bile, reducing your intake of sugary, starchy, and grain-based foods such as sweets, biscuits, pasta, rice, and potatoes, and substituting them with anti-inflammatory foods such as pasteurized eggs, wild seafood, and grass-fed meats is crucial. Along with cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower, broccoli, radishes, and Brussels sprouts. 4. Take 150 mg of milk thistle extract 2 or 3 times a day to aid with liver detoxification. This herb contains silymarin, which increases the synthesis of glutathione. Glutathione aids in the regeneration and healing of your liver cells as well as the control of inflammation throughout your body. 5. You should stop eating frequently throughout the day and snacking to give your liver enough time to dissolve any fat that has accumulated. An excellent way to do this is to practice intermittent fasting, which involves eating all of your daily calories in a 4-hour window and fasting the remaining 20 hours. This process is known as autophagy, and it allows your liver to recycle damaged proteins and old scar tissue into new, useful parts and cells. 6. To aid in treating fatty liver conditions. Help your body absorb more nutrients and stabilize blood sugar. Every morning, take 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and 2 teaspoons of raw lemon juice and combine them with 500 milliliters of water. This should be consumed on an empty stomach. This beverage, which contains a lot of acetic acid, citric acid, and vitamin C, is one of the most effective and straightforward health tonics because it helps to cleanse the liver, decrease fat accumulation, and encourage the liver to release more bile. I sincerely appreciate you viewing my video today, and as always, I wish you good health, prosperity, and happiness.